to Fire Chief Molina for allowing us to be here today, and to the rest of our participants. I just want to mention that we were joined by the Mayor of Bingen, Betty Barnes, the Mayor Pro Tem of Camas, Greg Anderson, the Mayor of North Longville, Don Stevens, the Mayor of Ridgefield, Ron Olson, and the Mayor of Washougal, Sean Card. So if those guys are up here and they want to come up, I'll leave it up to them if they want to come up and join us. So I very much appreciate hearing from all of them today. And we're here obviously because we're very concerned here in Southwest Washington about the movement of crude by rail, and we want to see stronger action out of the federal government. Every day, product with flammable materials is passing through the Columbia Gorge, through these small communities, and through Vancouver. Our first responders, the men and women on the front line, understand the catastrophic nature of this product, and that's why Washington Fire Chiefs yesterday sent a letter to the National Fire Chiefs Association saying that we need to do something to reduce the volatility of this product. I've met with first responders across our state and here now in Southwest Washington to talk about the serious concerns of this product being moved through our communities. I've heard messages from Spokane to Pasco about this issue, about how we need to make our communities safer. We want to, one, reduce the volatility and explosive nature of this product. Two, we want to increase funding for training for first responders and how to deal with these large-scale fires. We want the rail industry to disclose to first responders these routes and what a disaster worst-case scenario plan would be and how we could respond to it. These comprehensive oil response plans need to take into account that many of our firefighters today do not have the tools necessary to deal with this kind of explosion. These gases inside the tank are capable of igniting fire that shoots hundreds of feet into the air and lasts for days. No amount of foam or fire equipment can put them out. The best protection we can offer is prevention. So we have consistently heard from firefighters who say that oil trains would require evacuating everyone from a half-mile radius to just allowing the fires to burn. Yesterday, as I said, in a letter to the International Association of Fire Chiefs, the Washington chapter said, we don't want to wait for an event to occur in Washington State. We advocate for improving safety of this commodity now. I couldn't agree more. We need to set an interim standard to reduce the volatility of this oil product being transported so it can be transported at a safe level. We need to require the U.S. Department of Transportation to set a permanent standard for this product, and we need to create strong penalties for anyone who violates it. I've heard from the fire department here in Vancouver and other fire departments across the country about the things that they need to make our communities safer. Not just an issue about reducing the volatility, but what happens here in the Columbia Gorge under a worst-case scenario where that product would reach the Columbia River. So now is the time for action. In Canada, nearly 2 years ago, a mile-long train derailed, and ensuing explosion cost 47 people their lives. That blast leveled a half-mile radius. If that happened in Vancouver, the effects would be catastrophic. An incident of this type would impact thousands of residents. 18 of these mile-long trains transport volatile crude through Clark County every week, so we can't continue to put our communities at risk. There is growth for the future, and with a 4,000% growth in oil trains nationwide, we are seeing the impact to our communities here in both Washington and in Oregon. The trains through our downtown area of Washington, of the state of Washington, are seen by our very small communities and our large cities. 18 trains per week come through Washington, and Oregon is seeing 3 trains per week right now. So USDOT estimates that there could be 6 more derailments this year. They are predicting that on average with this level of volume, we would see 10 rail car accidents per year. We don't want to see that kind of accident happen in either Washington or Oregon. More than 3 million gallons of walking crude oil moved through the state of Oregon, and that's since 2012, and about 3 oil trains per week. are going through the same communities on the other side of the river. Sorry, going through similar communities on the other side of the river. So we want the Department of Transportation to start, as the mayor was saying, phasing out old tank cars and putting safer cars on the road, and we want DOT to issue a rule on volatility. So I'm very proud to be here today with the mayors from Southwest Washington and the first responders from Southwest Washington, helping us call on action that is needed to make our communities safer on both sides of the river. Thank you all very much. I'll be happy to take any questions.
Cantwell,